friends, welcome to the platform of Darshanik. This is Akshay Kadam. So guys, today on this platform of Darshanik IS, we are going to discuss some tips regarding UPSC interview preparation. So as we know, a few days back UPSC has declared its mains result, and all those selected candidates, congratulations for your hard work and this success. But still, one barrier is still remaining, that is interview, and that barrier is also significant because it can make or break your selection process, or even which rank you will get will also gets impacted by the interview scores. Okay, now in general, okay, if you observe the UPSC mark list, then you will see the trend that if you get 180 above marks, then it's considered a very good interview. Okay, you have managed to perform very well, excellent, and you have received above 180 marks, means the personality of you interview panel extremely liked. Okay, if you are getting below 140 marks, then it's very bad score. Okay, an ideal score lies between 160 to 180, what we call a average score. Okay, so this much at least you need to you should score above 160. You should try for, and it is possible. Okay, and in this lecture, in this video, I'm going to discuss with you some interview tips, okay, that you need to follow, or some do's don'ts that you need to know before appearing for your UPSC interview. And the tips that I'm going to give you here, okay, in this video, there will be two parts, part 1, part 2. Okay, in part 1, I'm going to give you in general tips. Okay, while in part 2, I am going to give you UPSC specific tips regarding DAF, etc. So in part 1, whatever tips I'm going to give you, they will be applicable to all the candidates who want to appear any kind of interview. Doesn't matter you are preparing for UPSC interview or any competitive exam interview, or in general any interview to appear in a private industry or even banking exams, etc. So my tips here will be in general, okay, tips that how one should prepare for interviews, do's, don'ts that you need to do in front of interview panel that you should keep in mind. And second part, I will be giving more UPSC specific tips. So, okay, in this class, okay, I am going to focus on UPSC interview guidance, and part 1, where I am going to focus more on behavioral tips. Okay, how you should conduct yourself in front of the interview panel. That will be my focus. Okay, because you in psychology there is one concept called halo effect, and halo effect means that how first impression, you must have heard about that first impression is the last impression. So it's very necessary that you create or carry or conduct yourself properly. You create good impression in front of interview panel, and that's why there are some do's, don'ts that you need to follow, the norms that you need to follow. You need to carry yourself properly, and these norms, guys, generally in our education system, we have never been taught these guidelines that we need to follow. Okay, and that's why in this lecture I will focus on such a general guidelines, do's, don'ts that you should be knowing before appearing for UPSC interview. So let's see some basic guidelines, okay, regarding this. So first of all, guys, as you enter the interview room, interview hall, okay, first thing that we greet all the panelist member. Now general guidelines is one should start with the chairman first, and then you address other interviewers one by one. So wish each and every interviewer, okay, individually. First you say good morning, good afternoon as per the time of the day when you are entering the interview room. Okay, you should greet the chairman first. Okay, then look at each and every panel member, and each and every panel member address him individually and greet each and every panel member individually. Okay, now there is one etiquette, or you should know, or one general format is that if in interview panel there is any lady, okay, like let's say there are 5 people interview, 1 chairman male and other 4 interview panelists are there, and suppose if there is any lady, then instead of chairman, first you should, okay, greet the lady first. Okay, you should greet her, good morning, good evening ma'am, etc. Then you go to a chairman and then you greet all other panelists. So in general it's a protocol or a norm that you should start greeting the lady first. Okay, so it's just a basic protocol norm that you need to keep in mind. Then uske baad ask for permission before sitting. Don't directly go and sit there. Greet everyone and ask for a permission that may I sit, sir. and only after their approval you can go and sit. Okay, till then stand. Okay, and they will not ask you to stand for a long. So, but first ask for the permission politely, and then only sit down. Okay, so these basic tips, these tips you should know. Then sit confidently. Okay, now the way you sit or your body language talks a lot, your body gestures talks a lot about your confidence level, about your personality. Now see, UPSC has already checked a lot of your content in the first part. Okay, they have checked a lot of your content, technical content in prelims. They have checked you technically in the mains. And so interview is largely personality interview. UPSC clearly mentioned it's a personality interview. So even if they ask you 10 questions and you get it wrong, not an issue, as long as you carry yourself, conduct yourself with the confidence. Okay, and that's why that confidence is very, very important. And that's why how you sit, how you carry, how you talk, your voice level, everything matters. And that's why when you enter the this interview room, okay, and when you sit very confidently. Okay, don't fidget or don't shake your hand, move your leg, showing that you are anxious. And while sitting, don't sit on the edge of the chair. Okay, don't sit in a casual manner. Sit where your back, okay, is almost reaching to the back of the seat. Okay, all the way on a seat, go slide all the way back. Okay, and rest your back on the back of the chair comfortably. Don't sit on the edge, etc. And while sitting, okay, don't close yourself. Like don't close your hands. Okay, keep your hands resting on your thighs. Okay, don't hold on to chair or don't hold on your hands in a fist in this manner. So any such a expression that when you're closing yourself, okay, standing with in such a posture, okay, or holding your hands in this manner or holding on to chair, okay, ये anxiety represent करता है या डर represent करता है. Okay, so you need to be very open, flexible, okay, confident, and show that ask me whatever you want, I am very comfortable. Okay, and so sit confidently. Okay, slide all the way back into the chair. Okay, rather than sitting over, okay, on the edge. So don't sit on the edge of a chair. Sit comfortably, relax, okay, and very confidently. And in that, as I told you, don't hold on to chair or don't cross your fingers or cross your legs, etc. So don't give uncomfortable position because these are simple body gestures that represent anxiety. Okay, and these norms are very important. Now, one day when my wife, she's a IRS and uska foundation training was in Hyderabad. So when we went there, uska ek batchmate was previously was graduated from a military college schools. So there in one location he held one dinner, okay, and invited his batchmates for the dinner there in an army area. And there a few army lieutenant or captains were there who were interacting with us. And 2-3 hours when we were there, most of the time when this lieutenant captains were interacting, all the time their position was chest out and hand held in this manner behind them, and all the time they were just standing in that posture and talking with everyone. And 2-3 hours they maintained the same posture and composure. So your posture, composure matters a lot, and so you need to follow these basic protocols. Okay, and so when you sit on the chair, okay, sit relax. Okay, and with your shoulders, shoulders should be pushed back and your chest, okay, little bit out. So that gives the confidence, okay, the way you sit. And so, okay, sit with the shoulders back and chest held high, okay, proudly. So it gives the interview panel that you are not scared at all. They just want to check your personality, and one of the major aspects that they want to check in your personality is how well you handle the pressure. There is a huge pressure, okay, when you are on duty, and you are very young, you're in the age of 20, 25 or up to 30, and they will be giving you district to run. They will be giving you entire administration of the district. Okay, now in first 2-3 years, when you get appointed as an IRS, you deal with the cases worth 50 crores plus in amount. Okay, and this is a very huge responsibility that nation is giving on you. So first thing they want to know whether you able to carry this responsibility. Okay, whether you will be able to carry this responsibility easily, how confident you are, okay, how relaxed person you are, and how well you manage the stress. So if you're sitting uncomfortably, okay, sitting in a closed posture that shows fear, anxiety, etc., then you will be losing big way in an interview. Okay, you have to show you are very confident person, very decisive person. Okay, you even in this stressful situation like interview, okay, I am very relaxed and unstressed individual, and that's why these body gestures matter, and you need to take into account these body gestures. So sit with the shoulders back, chest high. Okay, then look into the eyes while answering the question. Most of the time, even when I do take some one-on-one of my students whom I mentor, okay, most of the time when I ask, even I am the single person sitting in front of them asking them question, most of the time they don't meet the eye contact, okay, or they don't have the eye contact. Generally, guys, first of all, when someone is talking to you and you don't have keep the eye contact with the other person, first of all, it has multiple interpretations in psychology. First of all, then you are lying something, okay, it represents that you are not maintaining the eye contact. Secondly, you don't respect the other person, what he is saying, okay, what or what points he is discussing, you are not interested into that point. So it also represents that. But in UPSC interview, okay, when you are in front of the panelist, okay, obviously you respect them. Obviously the situation you are taking it seriously. It matters to matters to you for your career, for everything. Okay, so obviously, okay, this respect part is not the issue. But if you don't maintain the eye contact, then it also means third thing, okay, that you are not confident, okay, about your answers. You are not decisive about your answers. You are doubtful about your answers. Okay, and that's why you need to maintain the eye contact. Doesn't matter you doubt your answer or not. Put forward that answer crisply, okay, decisively, and maintain the eye contact with the panelist. Okay, so if you don't maintain the eye contact, I told you it has very bad psychological interpretations that you don't respect that person, or you don't take that person seriously, or you are lying, okay, or you are not confident about what you are saying, you are just bluffing, etc. And okay, and you don't want to give any of these vibes to an interview panelist, and that's why, okay, you need to maintain a very good eye contact with the every person. So now there are a lot of panelists in front of you. 5 panelists are in front of you. So then with whom to maintain the eye contact? So it's very simple. Whoever is asking the question, continuously while answering that person, look at that person only. Don't look at other interview panelists at all. Maintain the eye contact with the same person. If any interview panelist asks some counter question, then only turn your attention to that person, address that person, answer his queries, and then get back to the panelist who is interviewing you. So largely you should focus on the main panelist who is interviewing you. After he is done with this question, okay, second panelist start, okay, you focus on him completely and forget about rest of the panelists. Only if the rest of the panelists ask you any counter question, you turn your head to them, have eye contact with them, and address the questions confidently. Okay, and so, okay, look into the eyes while answering the question. Okay, now many times if you don't know the answer of many questions, it's possible. They are randomly 5 people are going to ask any questions to you. Doesn't matter you have cracked prelim and mains, many questions answer you won't be knowing. And when you don't know the answer, please don't bluff. Okay, rather say confidently that, sir, I'm sorry, I don't know the answer to this question. Okay, so politely and confidently, but say no, but don't go on bluffing. Okay, and so be confident and say no very decisively and confidently and politely. And don't worry, even if you won't be able to answer 2-3 questions, okay, they are not going to check, I already told you, your technical knowledge. They are only checking your the personality personality pattern. So let me give you one example. One of the student, okay, she is posted here in Maharashtra now as IAS. When she went for an interview, okay, she entered the interview, sat, there were 4-5 these 5 panelists in front of her, and then chairman started to ask her the questions. Okay, and first question chairman asked, okay, she said, I don't know, sir. Second question interview panelist asked, she said, sir, I don't know, sir, answer to that. Third question he asked, even they, when she went for interview, there was a Chipko movement founder, okay, he got some award, and that news was in the newspaper. This interview panelist must have read that newspaper while having breakfast, etc. And he just asked question on Chipko movement, okay, and she couldn't answer even that. So after first 4 questions she couldn't answer. Okay, 5th question that interview panelist chairman asked, okay, was role of Arunachal Pradesh in India's national security, the strategic significance of Arunachal Pradesh. And then she said, sir, I don't know, sir. So all 5 questions, interview that started with the chairman, and all 5 questions that were asked in the beginning, she couldn't answer. Okay. Finally, chairman humiliated her by saying that, do you even know where Arunachal Pradesh is? Now see, you have cracked prelim after 2-3 years of preparation, cracked means you are in front of interview panel, and this badly your interview goes, and chairman humiliates you saying that, do you even know where Arunachal Pradesh is? Most of the students will very badly lose their composure. Their entire interview will end up into disaster. But that girl was very calm, composed, balanced. Her personality was. And instead of taking it as a humiliation, she took it as a question. Okay. And she replied very smartly, very smoothly that, sir, Arunachal Pradesh is located 92 degrees east, etc. So she told the coordinates, okay, geographical coordinates of northeast, Arunachal, rough coordinates. And she even took that insult as a question and answered it as a question. Okay. And that's how, guys, okay, you need to carry yourself. And when that girl, actually, when she came out of interview, we spoke over phone, and she said, sir, it was very bad interview. Okay, I couldn't answer chairman ke first 5 questions. He even tried to humiliate me saying this, etc. And this is how I replied. Okay. She got, guys, around 210 marks, which is very, very high score. And that's why, okay, even if you don't know the answer, not to worry. They are not judging your technical content. It's a personality interview. So how you carry yourself, even when you are criticized, okay, when you don't know the answer, whether you get stressed or not, okay, whether you will be able to handle stress properly or not. And her answer, okay, showed them that how well she carried herself even when she was humiliated. Okay, and these are the people who are very emotionally stable. Okay, that's what they want from you, from interview panel. So be confident, say no confidently even if you don't know the answer. Okay, and don't lose your body composure. If you don't know the answer, don't get stressed out, okay, or start shaking the leg, shaking the hand. These things happens unconsciously, but you have to be aware and not to lose the body composure during interview. Then while answering this, guys, even if you don't know the answer, okay, if you want to guess the answer, then ask them for a permission. Tell them clearly, sir, I don't know the answer, but if you allow me a liberty, then can I guess? And if they allow you liberty, then guess whatever you want, okay, because you are already made it clear that might not be the correct answer, okay. And if you guess, then they will correct you, okay, if you are right or wrong. And so even if you want to guess, if you don't know the answer, say no confidently. And when you want to guess, okay, then you can, while guessing, ask for the permission. Now, when my wife, she was preparing for an interview where we were doing mocks, we went to Delhi also, and in top coaching institutes, we tried mocks one-on-one. And mostly, as I am in UPSC teacher, so many interview panelists allowed me to sit when she appeared for the interview. And so I used to note down her feedbacks that the interview panelists give, or what I feel. Those feedback I used to give, or recordings that they used to provide, we used to analyze. And so one interviewer told her one point which was very interesting or very important, that even I noted, that whenever she didn't knew the answer, her voice level used to go down. And so interviewer told them clearly, even if you don't know the answer, don't worry, don't let your voice level drop down. When she knew answer, she was answering very confidently. But when she wasn't knowing the answer, her voice used to drop down. And very in a low voice, she used to say, sir, I don't know the answer. So they just told, even if you don't know the answer, answer it confidently. Say no confidently. So this is also very important, not to lose body composure, or not to let your voice down. Then generally, when you go for an interview, how you need to dress up. This is also very important part. Okay, and a lot of students will debate whether you should wear coat or not. So that I will leave up to you. Okay, if you carry your coat confidently, then you should wear. But if you are not comfortable, then shirt, pant, tie, that will be enough. So tie, okay, but is must. The a coat that will be your choice. But there is one basic guideline, okay, about wearing the formal clothes. So first take सबसे basic guideline जो है. Okay, there are a lot of guidelines, but basic that you need to follow, that I am just going to tell you, that your belt color and the shoes color should generally match. Doesn't matter your shirt, pant. But basically, either generally we wear brown color shoes or black color. Okay, so basically itna to yaad rakhna that if your shoes is brown, then belt should be brown, or shoes is black, then belt should be black. So at least you maintain that consistency. That gives a formal appearance. It gives a formal vibe. Okay, so don't go on contrasting that black shoes, brown belt, or brown shoes, black belt. Okay, maintain this. Okay, belt and shoes color should match. Then maintain confident eye contact with person who is speaking to you. This part I already covered. Then attempts will be made to destabilize you. Remember, it's a personality test. This point I also told you that they will try to intentionally ask very random question, intentionally ask very out of box question. Okay, on most of the time even interview panelists might not be knowing the answer. उनको तो सिर्फ पूछना है कुछ भी. Okay, they will ask you anything out of like randomly out of box. And even if they are asking randomly any questions, okay, then you need to be very confident while answering such a questions. And some question will be totally meaningless. If you travel to Delhi by train, they will ask you how you traveled by train. Okay, what was the PNR of your ticket? Hardly anyone will be able to remember the PNR. Okay, or they will ask you which train compartment जो था उसका number क्या था, serial number. Okay, train की bogie का. Okay, flight पे they will ask you the seat number that is allocated to you, और flight का जो number था airlines का, etc. So these questions are meaningless. They are stupid. You wasn't even supposed to answer such a questions in correct manner. Doesn't matter. Okay, these questions only to destabilize you. Okay, make sure you lose your composure, and they just want to see whether you lose composure or not. So say, sir, I don't remember. Okay, this information, or even if you tell the wrong PNR number, how they were going to verify it? Okay, you tell the wrong seat number, how they are going to verify it? Okay, so be confident and tell whatever PNR number that comes to your mind, whatever the seat number or flight ka number, okay, that comes to your mind. So there is very less probability that there is no chance that they could cross check this. These questions were only to destabilize you, and that's why you have to ensure not to lose the composure. Okay, in this question, very smartly you should come up with the answer. Okay, and if you don't want to even risk that, then say confidently, sir, I didn't note that. Okay, that wasn't important information, and that's why I didn't note it down, or I didn't remember it. So, and just skip the question and prompt them for the next question. Then disagree with the interviewer politely. Okay, sometimes you don't agree with the interviewer. Okay, now when one day when when one student was giving an interview, and there was this Iraq-Iran, all these issues, ISIS thing was going on. And so when they were asking, then they asked this Shia-Sunni conflicts, how it began, and which country Shia-Sunni. So he said Iraq, Iran are Shia-dominated country, Bahrain, Kuwait, etc. The interview panel said, no, Kuwait or Bahrain, one of that country is not Shia country. Okay. So like he was disagreeing. But if you are confident, no, it is a Shiite country, okay, then you need to be like Iraq or some country, they said it's not a Shia majority country, okay, and you are confident about it, then be polite and communicate to the interviewer that no, sir, you are wrong on this, okay, but I am confident that it's a Iran or Iraq is a Shia country, or it's a Shia majority population, okay, with Sunni minority population. So very politely you can disagree with the interviewer. If you are confident, then disagree. If you know your answer well, okay, decisively, then disagree. Rather, your disagreement shows that how confident you are, okay, but that you need to do very politely. You are sitting because once tomorrow when you will be IS, IPS, IRS, or when you will end up being senior bureaucrat, you are going to sit in front of chief ministers, prime ministers, cabinet ministers. Okay, they might not be having all the knowledge. Okay, they are the general administrators. You are the technical expert who work in that field. So your knowledge level, okay, will be different, very high compared to those amateur politicians, and you are expert bureaucrat. But still you will have to respect them. They are the political authority. They are the head of the states. So how well you disagree with them, how you communicate your disagreements with them is also very, very important. And that's why, okay, disagree with the interviewer politely. Then listen carefully and speak clearly. Now, if interviewer is asking you any question, you need to listen very carefully and don't jump to the answer. Okay, shanti se listen to him, look at him, acknowledge what question he is asking. Okay, then take a pause. Okay, wait, take an intentional pause. Okay, don't just jump into the answer as if you are not even processing his question. Okay, it's not rapid fire question of KBC, and so whenever he asks any question, be extremely polite. Okay, and take a pause of few seconds. Think that you are processing his question, you acknowledge his question, you listen to his question carefully. Okay, if you have any doubt, you couldn't hear any word properly, okay, then even in that case, okay, even if you couldn't hear his word properly, then ask him, sir, can you please repeat the question? Okay, so like, just don't assume कि ये word होगा. So ask him to repeat the question if it needed. Okay, nothing wrong about it. Listen to it carefully. Okay, and uske baad, after taking a pause, doing proper processing, then answer your question. Now, when you answer the question, speak clearly, speak loudly. You should be audible. Don't let them tell you to speak loudly. This will be very embarrassing and very bad. So you should know your voice level, optimal voice level in the interview setting, that whether they could listen to you properly or not, if they are listening to you properly or not. Don't let them point it to you. You are speaking very slowly or in very low voice. Okay, to speak louder, speak clearly. This will be very embarrassing. Okay, then that's why speak loudly and clearly so they could hear you properly. Okay, don't irritate them. Okay, don't expose yourself to them so they can criticize you, first of all. Or usme bhi, see guys, I told you, their attempt will be to destabilize you. Okay, make sure you lose your composure. Now, one of the student, काफी साल पहले, I don't recall the year, but when he was giving the interview, that day there was a India-Pakistan some World Cup final का कोई मैच था. Okay, बहुत पुरानी बात है वो. And during that interview time period, so I don't know, maybe IPL final or any other final, but match was going on, and they used to ask him a question, interview panelist, and while asking question, okay, they were just eating this breakfast, okay, checking scores on mobile, etc., as if they were acting that they are not serious about his interview. Okay, but understand guys, okay, these are the bureaucrats with 30 years of experience sitting there. Okay, obviously they are very well serious people, and they take the interview seriously, they take you seriously. Okay, these are just intentionally they want to destabilize you, show that they are not interested in your answer, etc., but they are listening to you, they are checking you out, they are assessing your personality. Okay, everything they are doing it, okay, simultaneously. Okay, these are the people with 30-40 years of experience who has cracked UPSC before you. Okay, and lived that life 30-40 years. They know, okay, how to tackle the interview, how to handle interview, how to conduct interview. Okay, so even if they don't show attention to your answers, even if they are preoccupied checking mobiles, eating something, etc., okay, you don't lose your composure. Just look at the interview panelist and keep talking confidently, clearly, and loud, clear word. Okay, listen to them carefully, process their question properly, take a pause, think for yourself, generate your answer. Okay, but don't take too long pause. 5-10 seconds, take a pause, and then answer the questions. Then some don'ts that also I wanted to discuss with you, what you shouldn't be doing while conducting yourself. Okay, so don'ts. So pehle guys, don't get swayed by the emotions. If questions are difficult or out of box or out of context, that part I am continuously emphasizing. Okay, chanchal man ko manmani na karne do Parth, what Krishna said, be a sthita prajna, calm, composed, balanced. If you have cracked prelim mains exam, then you have cracked ethics paper with good marks. And if you have cracked ethics paper, then don't forget most important topic, emotional intelligence. Okay, you need to be extremely emotionally intelligent person, how you carry your emotion, how you control your emotions, how you regulate your emotions. Okay, and this emotional intelligence may, then a lot of things come. Okay, that is self-awareness, self-regulation, these points. Okay, how well you understand your emotions and how much anxiety level you are in, how to control your anxiety, etc. So don't get swayed by the emotions, or even if questions are difficult, out of context, etc. Then don't appear anxious. Walk confidently and politely. And generally, guys, now obviously, little bit anxiety is necessary. There are two types of stresses in psychology. One is distress and one is eustress. Eustress is the positive stress. Distress is a negative stress. and positive stress is something that you should have in your life. Okay, so then only you will be able to prepare extra for prelims, prepare extra for mains, prepare good for interview. So use stress is necessary. Little bit anxiety everyone is going to have, because that interview panel going to decide your future. But guys, that anxiety should not overwhelm you. You should be able to control your senses properly. And that's why, okay, a simple technique I will tell you before interview panel, or not even interview panel, even from today, okay, daily you start doing this basic thing. Okay, do the deep breathing. Okay, so deep breathing, simply what I mean, take a big deep breath, hold it there for as long as you can, 20 to 30 seconds, and then very slowly through a mouth, very slowly, next 20-30 seconds, release your breath. So even if you are anxious, this technique is in psychology is proved very effective to control the anxiety or this restlessness. Okay, or if your heart is beating faster, to calm it down, normalize it. So do this deep breathing even daily while you are sitting and reading your books in a library, or you are sitting in the classroom, or you are waiting outside the interview panel. Okay, or you are traveling in a auto or a cab. You can always practice this deep breathing. Even while going to sleep on a bed at night, you can practice this deep breathing. Okay, so take a very deep breath, hold it 20, 25, 30 seconds as long as you can, and then release with your mouth this air very, very slowly, as slow as you can. Okay, this very effectively regulates this tension, anxiety. So as you reach UPSC ka office, okay, half or 1 hour before, okay, while sitting there, while talking with your friends, etc., okay, intermittently practice this. This will calm you down tremendously, and enter interview panel with that calm mind. And this deep breathing, guys, because understand, remember Buddha. In Buddhism, Buddha advocated this Buddhist ethics, where Buddha has talked about Vipassana and many other meditation technique, where he talked tremendously on Anapanasati meditation. So Ana, inhaling, Pana, exhaling, and we should be aware or mindful of our breathing. And that's what Buddha said, Anapanasati meditation. So Buddha in his theory has given concept of Namarup, body, soul. We are Namarup, okay, body, soul organisms, and how our body and soul, means our physical body and our mental state interact. And Buddha has clearly explained that our body and soul interact through a breathing. Okay, when you are angry, you breathe at different rate. When you are relaxed, you breathe at different rate. Okay, when you are anxious, you breathe at different rate. Like when you are doing any sport activity, you breathe at different rate. Okay, only thing that differs when we are in different mental state, okay, is this breathing rate. And this breathing rate connects our mental state with the body. So if you control your breathing rate, you control your heart, you control your mind, you control your body very effectively. And that's why, okay, if you feel little bit anxiety, it's good, it's actually necessary. Okay, you just should not let anxiety overwhelm you. Emotionally, you need to remain stable. And if you want to do that, then, okay, practice this deep breathing technique. It's very effective, will help you definitely. Then don't appear anxious, so walk confidently and politely. Okay, so while you enter, अभी एक और एक स्टूडेंट था, उसका एक काफ़ी फनी इंसिडेंट हुआ था. He walked into the interview panel, और वो वहाँ पे जो एज होती है, he just got क्या कहते हैं उसे, थोड़ा टकरा गया वो, and he entered the interview room, okay, कि थोड़ा uncomfortably कि जैसे गिर रहा हो, but he managed himself from not falling. But that entry, he took it, he got overwhelmed with that incident. कि मैं इंटरव्यू रूम एंटर करते करते ये हड़बड़ा गया, और ऐसे मैंने इंटरव्यू पैनल के सामने आई हैड वेरी बैड इंप्रेशन, और वो इतना अनस्टेबल हो गया, okay, that he couldn't maintain the composure. Interview का panelist, one panelist said, okay, come, have the glass of water, take the glass of water. He asked them exclusively, okay, wait, relax, take a glass of water. They asked him to sit 2-3 minutes calmly, and उसके बाद उन्होंने इंटरव्यू स्टार्ट किया. Okay, उसके बाद भी he couldn't regain the composure back, and he got very, very bad score. Okay, so understand guys, वहाँ पे उस इंटरव्यू पैनलिस्ट के आपके जगह पे या उस कैंडिडेट के जगह पे आप होते तो आप भी टकरा जाते. Or had there been even interview panelist who went out, okay, and came back, he could have faced the same thing. या वो इंटरव्यू पैनलिस्ट की जगह पे भगवान भी आए तो शायद भगवान भी टकरा जाए. ओके, तो कोई भी नेचुरल ये इंसिडेंट है, वो कोई भी आदमी के साथ हो सकता है. इवन पीएम सीएम गोज एंड दे विल फॉल डाउन. ओके, वी आर जस्ट अ नॉर्मल ह्यूमन बीइंग, सच अ मिस्टेक्स हैपन. ओके, सो टेक इट एज अ मिस्टेक, ओके, and carry yourself. Okay, so even if such an incident happened, okay, keep in control of your emotions and a body, okay, and say to them, oh sorry sir, this was accidental, okay, and they will accept it. These people, I told you, bureaucrats with 30-40 years of experience, such a small incidents, okay, they will not judge you on. Okay, they know आपकी 2-3 साल 4 साल की प्रिपरेशन के बाद आप यहाँ पे आए हो, तो जस्ट बिकॉज आप इंटरव्यू रूम में आते वक्त टकरा गए किसी चीज से, okay, किसी ऑब्स्टेकल से, they will not be putting your 3-4 years of effort on that one small incident. Okay, so don't appear anxious, walk confidently, etc. Then, okay, while greeting the interview panelist, good morning, good evening, etc., you smile. While leaving, you smile. But while giving interview, don't keep on smiling. That you are every question asked, you are smiling and answering, or you are arguing with interview panel, you are having conversation, you are smiling. This gives you a very non-serious candidate, the vibe that you are a very non-serious candidate. So this smiling is a very bad thing. Okay, so don't continuously keep smiling. This is a good habit in life, but not in serious situations like interview. So in the beginning, you go smile broadly to all candidates, interview panelists, greet everyone with a smile. While leaving, greet everyone with the smile. But while taking interview, take it as a business, like a professional. Okay, it should give a vibe that you are a professional candidate. Okay, professional person. आप यही सोचो कि आप किसी होटल में भी जाते हो, okay, वेटर या ये जो लोग हैं, when they serving food, they are not serving it properly. Okay, या आप काउंटर पे वेट कर रहे हो, आप किसी बैंक में गए हो, जस्ट कंसिडर इट इन सिंपल वे, आप किसी बैंक में कुछ काम के लिए गए हो, एंड वो क्लर्क है, वो आपका काम करने की जगह पे फोन पे बात कर रहा है, व्हाट्सएप पे कुछ चेक कर रहा है, या अपने दोस्तों से बात कर रहा है, यू विल टेल these people are not professional, these people of those bank. Obviously, then here they are hiring you for such an important job to represent the country, so automatically they also want people who mind their business. Okay, we are extremely professional. Okay, the way army people are, the way this police personnel should be. So this guys, don't smile continuously or intermittently all the time. Take questions seriously and face it seriously. Have relaxed body composure, but this don't keep on smiling repetitively. This will give a vibe that you are not serious or taking it as a very in a casual way. Then don't wear bold clothing and strong perfume. Generally your shirt, okay, should not be dark. Okay, now this my shirt is very dark, but this is good for a studio purposes. Okay, or even in a wedding or some events. Okay, but in front of interview panel, your shirts, okay, should be in formal color. They should not be very dark bold color. They should be faint color, but they should go good with your skin tone. If you are a fair person, okay, faint blue, etc., will work. Okay, if you are a dark person, even a gray color will work. Okay, if you are then fair skin, pink color will also work. Okay, light pink colors. So that generally is a basic guideline. So don't wear a lot of bold clothing and try not using the perfume. Okay, now see, sometimes some strong perfumes, okay, they are very distracting. Okay, and sometimes if that interview panelist is not comfortable with that particular odor of perfume, okay, and he started to sneeze or feel uncomfortable, that will be very bad. Okay, so try not using very strong perfumes. Okay, and if you are habitual to using perfume, then use the milder ones. Okay, then don't fidget or make nervous movements. अब ये बहुत unconsciously होता है guys. Most of the time while you are sitting, you are continuously shaking the hand or moving the legs, and this is a psychologically interpretation or expression of unstable mind. You are unstable, आप बहुत चंचल हो, दिमाग में बहुत सारे थॉट चल रहे हैं, बहुत कंफ्यूजन चल रहे हैं. ओके, आपका दिमाग प्रॉब्लम से भरा पड़ा है, एंड सो बिकॉज यू आर मेंटली अनस्टेबल, ओके, यू वांट टू स्टेबलाइज योर माइंड, सो देन वी स्टार्ट शेकिंग द बॉडी. कोई हम पैर कंटिन्यूसली शेक कर रहे हैं. सो व्हाई वी डू दैट? फर्स्ट अंडरस्टैंड दिस. व्हेन यू आर शेकिंग द लेग, ओके, you are trying to focus your mind on that one thought. Okay, I'm shaking the leg. Okay, so other thoughts can go out of your mind and you can just focus on that one particular thought. Okay, to just keep your extremely confused mind, okay, chanchal mind, focused on that leg movement. So this leg movement is you are doing to provide yourself unconsciously some comfort. Okay, but that is in psychology is an expression of this unstable, confused mind. So you need to be extremely stable, calm, composed. Okay, and such a fidgeting movement of body, or continuously when you are sitting, don't keep on changing the positions continuously. Sit comfortably, calmly. Okay, so don't fidget, make nervous movements, continuously keep on sliding on chair, etc. And don't hold on to the chair, okay, tightly, or don't even, I told you, close your body. So these are basic general norms. Then don't cross your arms or use body language, okay, that could make you seem closed off. Okay, so don't make a body language that will make you seem that you are closed off yourself. Okay, so this cross hand, etc., that I have already covered. Then don't use short informal references. This is also very important. Now, whether you are writing an email or a letter or addressing someone, okay, if you are addressing or dealing with the senior dignitaries, senior bosses, colleagues, etc., then you can't use informal sentences, statements. Informal statements, sentences you can use with your friends. Thanks, bro, etc. So thanks is an informal word. Thank you is a formal word. So you have to even first you have to understand that there are some informal words and there are some formal words. And so if you don't know, like thanks is an informal word, you can use with your friends, etc., relatives, etc., but not in office settings, not official communications or interview. Interview you have to strictly use thank you. Okay, so these are informal references are there and formal references are there in communication. So if you don't know, just Google, okay, basic formal and informal ways of communications, okay, or words used in communication, thanks, thank you, etc. Ask to ChatGPT or Google it, and they will give you basic words. So mind those words that I shouldn't be using this informal references, and I should only be using this formal references. So take this or mind this seriously. Then don't do guesswork. This also I told you. Guess with the permission of interviewer. Don't guess. Okay, guess with permission of interviewer, because if then your answer, even if it goes wrong, that won't be that will not backfire. So ask him exclusively, sir, can I guess this? I don't know the answer, but if you allow me a liberty, I will. I would like to guess it. Okay. So and this sentence construction should be very proper. So you need to practice the sentence constructions also separately. Okay. अब how to deal with some questions, like जो आपको बेसिक आपके डैप पे जो क्वेश्चन आएंगे, या आपका जो भी रेज्यूमे आपने सबमिट किया उस पर कुछ क्वेश्चंस आएंगे, तो उस क्वेश्चन के लिए कैसे प्रैक्टिस करना, क्या क्या करना है, हॉबीज रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन एक्सेट्रा, उसके लिए मैं पार्ट 2 सेकंड रिकॉर्ड करूंगा, जिसमें मैं सारी टेक्निकल चीज़ों को डील करूंगा. यहाँ पे इनफॉर्मल चीज़ें सिर्फ हम देख रहे हैं, डूज डोंट्स और बिहेवियरल नॉर्म्स हम देख रहे हैं, तो वो सेकंड पार्ट भी देखना, वहाँ पे वो चीज़ें सारी मैं डिस्कस करूंगा. ओके, कि गेस वर्क भी करना हो तो कैसे गेस वर्क करना है एक्सेट्रा, या हाउ यू कैन डायरेक्ट द इंटरव्यू पैनलिस्ट टुवर्ड्स द जोन दैट यू वांट, कि वहां पे उनको लेके जाओ जो एरिया आपके लिए कंफर्टेबल हो और वहीं से क्वेश्चन आए. तो आपको वो भी करना है कि मैनिपुलेट इंटरव्यू पैनलिस्ट टू टेक यू इनटू अ जोन दैट यू आर कंफर्टेबल विद एंड नॉट गो इनटू अ जोन दैट यू आर नॉट कंफर्टेबल विद. ओके, एंड दैट्स व्हाई अब अगर आप ये पूछ रहे उनको कि सर आई डोंट नो दिस आंसर, ओके, बट आई वुड लाइक टू गेस इफ यू अलाउ मी अ लिबर्टी, और आपको उन्होंने गेस करने को बोला और आपने ऐसी कोई चीज पे बात की, गेस किया, भले वो गलत हो या सही भी हो, और उस पर अगर काउंटर क्वेश्चन बनते गए एंड दैट एरिया यू आर नॉट कंफर्टेबल विद, तो भाई गेस वर्क छोड़ दो. डोंट से कि सर आई वांट टू गेस. नो, कोई क्वेश्चन अनकंफर्टेबल है, यू आर नॉट कॉन्फिडेंट विद, सो लेट्स से हिस्ट्री में यू आर नॉट कंफर्टेबल विद वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री, कोई वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री का क्वेश्चन पूछा, डोंट आस्क कि सर गेस करूं क्या, लीव द क्वेश्चन, सर आई डोंट नो द आंसर, सॉरी, एंड इट देयर. Okay, but if you are very confident in world history, okay, and you know the answer, then answer, and while answering hint to a one point, okay, वो आंसर को हिंट करो कि वो आगे उस पर और क्वेश्चन पूछे. Okay, तो मेरी वाइफ का जब इंटरव्यू हुआ, द एक्चुअल वन, ओके, यूपीएससी का, तो उसका हिस्ट्री ऑप्शनल था और अभिनंदन का इंसिडेंट हुआ था. कश्मीर पे ऑब्वियसली क्वेश्चन आने वाले थे, सो दे आस्क्ड क्वेश्चन अबाउट सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक्स एक्सेट्रा and about problems in Kashmir, and then she hinted आंसर में एक पॉइंट कि प्रॉब्लम्स विद कश्मीर में वन प्रॉब्लम इज अ हिस्टोरिकल प्रॉब्लम आल्सो. ओके, तो देन आस्क्ड क्या हिस्टोरिकल प्रॉब्लम, देन शी वेंट टू कश्मीर की हिस्ट्री. ओके, देन फिर वो कश्मीरियत वगैरह, इंसानियत, वट एवर प्रोमिसेज हैव बीन मेड एक्सेट्रा, एंड शी ट्रिपली कैरीड द इंटरव्यू इनटू अ हिस्ट्री ऑफ कश्मीर. Okay, so you need to be very good at doing this. Okay, you need to plan some things and do it. Okay, and take interview panelist in a zone that where you want to be. So if they ask you a question you don't know answer and you want to guess something, okay, but वो guess में जो guess कर रहे हो, okay, those points that you are guessing, उस पे अगर कोई counter question आता है and if you are not comfortable with that, then don't guess. सीधे बोल दो sir I don't know the answer, and that will end the question there itself. Okay, I don't know the answer sir, I'm sorry. Okay, अब वो आपको बोले कि you can guess या guess करो कुछ, okay. So if they do so, तो आपको तो वो फिर कुछ तो कुछ बताना पड़ेगा, guess work. Then don't draw attention to your weaknesses. बहुत बार इंटरव्यू पैनल में ये अनकॉन्शियसली हम कोई ऐसी चीज बोल देते हैं कि दैट यू प्रूव कि यू हिंट एट योर वीकनेस, लाइक यू आर नॉट कंफर्टेबल विद वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री और वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री पे क्वेश्चन आता है, यू से सर आई एम सॉरी सर आई एम नॉट गुड एट वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री. ओके, डोंट डू सच स्टूपिड थिंग्स कि टेलिंग देम आई एम नॉट गुड एट वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री, जस्ट से सर आई डोंट नो द आंसर, ओके आई एम सॉरी. बट इस तरह से अनकॉन्शियसली, ओके, देन they will most of the time they will ask you question ki which 3 qualities do you have that will make you good civil servant. Someone will ask you which 3 qualities do you think will be are your weaknesses. Okay, तो आप कोई ऐसे weaknesses को आपके बता रहे हो, कोई 3 weaknesses, तो कोई ऐसी weakness मत बताओ that you can't overcome with. ऐसे weaknesses बताओ, okay, कि that can be manageable, कि तो practice कर से आप overcome कर पाओ. Okay, और जनरली आंसर देते वक्त, ओके, डोंट ड्रॉ अटेंशन टू योर वीकनेसेस एक्सक्लूसिवली. ओके, कि स्पोर्ट्स क्वेश्चन आए, सर आई डोंट वॉच स्पोर्ट्स और आई एम नॉट अवेयर ऑफ द स्पोर्ट्स नॉलेज. हाँ, कोई क्वेश्चन आता है तो सर आई माइट हैव मिस दैट न्यूज सो आई डोंट नो द आंसर. बट ऐसे मत बोले कि आई डोंट लाइक द स्पोर्ट्स. ओके, अगर वो इंटरव्यू पैनलिस्ट अगर स्पोर्ट्स का बहुत बड़ा फैन हो या कोई क्रिकेट पे क्वेश्चन पूछता है, सर आई डोंट लाइक क्रिकेट आई लाइक फुटबॉल. ओके, डोंट हिंट देम. अगर वो बहुत बड़ा क्रिकेट का फैन है, दैट विल बैकफायर. So say sir I am due to my preparation while I am preparing for a UPSC in a focused manner, I haven't had much time to prepare to watch the sports, follow the sports, and whatever knowledge of sports I have was from the reading of current affairs, and that's why I might not be good at answering these questions. Okay, लेकिन ये मत बताओ कि मुझे स्पोर्ट्स ही पसंद नहीं. सो दिस निगेटिव थिंग्स शुड नॉट बी, यू शुडंट बी टेलिंग और वीकनेसेस. फिर बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि कुछ स्टूडेंट्स के रेज्यूमे पे ऐसे होता है कि दे आर फ्रॉम वन स्टेट, लेट्स से राजस्थान या पंजाब, बट देयर फैमिली पेरेंट्स सेटल इन महाराष्ट्र. ओके, सो लार्जली दिस कैंडिडेट्स माइट बी नोइंग मोर अबाउट महाराष्ट्र देन राजस्थान पंजाब. सो डोंट से कि सर आई वाज जस्ट बॉर्न इन पंजाब बट आई हैव शिफ्टेड टू महाराष्ट्र एंड सो आई डोंट नो मच अबाउट पंजाब. ओके, सो भाई कल डेपुटेशन पे आपकी स्टेट ने पंजाब भेजा आपको तो, या दिल्ली भेजा तो, सो दिस काइंड ऑफ वाइब्स, निगेटिव वाइब्स यू शुडंट बी गिविंग. तो प्रिपेयर करो ठीक से, एंड इफ यू कुडंट देन सर आस्क इफ आई कुड गेस, ओके और नॉट. बट कोई भी ऐसा क्वेश्चन आंसर करते वक्त डोंट पॉइंट टू योर ओन वीकनेसेस एंड एक्सप्रेस दोज वीकनेसेस योरसेल्फ. ओके, सो ये इस तरह से अपने ही खुद को एक्सपोज मत करो अपने वीकनेसेस को जो वो एक्सप्लॉइट कर पाए. दैट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड वेरी कॉन्शियसली. Then don't bluff. If don't know the answer, say no politely. Candidate is not expected to answer all the question. It's not quiz competition. So bluffing तो बिल्कुल नहीं करना है, और करना है तो guess work के साथ. Okay. So these are guys general guidelines I wanted to give you how you need to compose or this carry yourself. अब इंटरव्यू खत्म होने के बाद they will say to you that that's all XYZ whatever your name is. So that's all Akshay. Okay. Thanks. Or thank you. So then you stand up, then greet all panelists. Don't greet all panelists equally. Okay, just smile to all of them and just say thank you. Okay, and leave with the composure. Okay, so while greeting you greet everyone individually, but while leaving, okay, you can just say once thank you to all panelists at once. Just have a look at all of them, smile to all of them. Okay, and leave. Okay. And someone, if he's not looking at you, he's doing some paperwork, etc., then leave that person. Don't wait for him to address you or say bye. Okay, just swiftly move to the other panelist and leave. Okay, confidently. So guys, these are the basic tips that you should know, you should follow, okay, while preparing for interview. So these are only behavioral tips I wanted to give you. Technical tips regarding DAP, hobbies, optional, etc. I will be recording second lecture. Okay, so do check out that lecture also. Okay, I believe uploading it soon, and this you can share with your friends, like, subscribe this link with your friends who are appearing for interview, any interview. फिर वो यूपीएससी हो, स्टेट सर्विसेज हो, कोई अदर कम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम, एसएससी, आईबीपीएस एक्सेट्रा, या इन जनरल फॉर एनी सॉफ्टवेयर इंडस्ट्री भी, या कोई प्राइवेट सेक्टर जॉब्स. दीज आर द जनरल गाइडलाइंस. Okay, and so stay tuned to my Darshanik IAS YouTube channel for more interesting lectures. Okay, and you can join me on UPSC Ethics 4 Telegram channel to download these notes. And also download my app Darshanik from Google Play App Store. Even in description, link to download has been given. Okay, and soon in December, January month, I will be launching their comprehensive ethics course and comprehensive essay courses. Okay, that will be one stop solution for all your current affair needs. And also check out my current affair for your ethics essay needs, and also check out my current affair shorts. That will also be very useful for your prelims preparation. So thanks for listening, guys, and stay tuned.